This is a quick video of the update model designer for 2.93. So what is different in this model designer? Alright, the first thing you'll notice is that all the loop tools and ball tools, all the extra add-ons, we don't have to look for them anymore. We can just click install required add-ons, and that will save the preference file at the same time. So this is a quick way of installing. Save as, you can save your file. The rest sort of stays the same except for the reduce model file, where we can now select how much reduction we want to reduce the model. The aligning to the center is in its own folder now. The next thing is we have a mask. So you can paint a mask and then you can delete the surface of the mask, and this is very helpful if we want to say remove a tooth or do something very fast. So the rest of it sort of stays the same. Let's open the next folder. So the menu is the same except that the fact that we've got a delete base button. This is helpful if you change your mind or you want to do something and you want to delete it. And that delete base can also work on the fillers if you have a filler in your model. Okay, so it'll delete part of the base and then you can quickly delete it. There in the make hollow we have my fillers. This is a button that users can create their own filling material, their own patterns. Now it is stored in a different folder which is not overwritten when you update the module. It's in the my preferences file, and this file also houses different files for the crown module and the special tray for users that want a different setting. Okay, this is where the files are stored. Then we have a make vents which actually cut holes, but let's first talk about the one-click hollow. So this is a good feature to have. You can select both models at the same time, and when you click one-click hollow, it will hollow both of them at the same time. It does require a little bit of time to calculate because there's a lot of cutting going on, and it's using the new Boolean cutting tool of the Blender. Then let us click on the make vents. This will import, or not import, but it'll create little spheres, and you can move them to any location you want to have them. If you want to scale them bigger, you need to go Control A on your keyboard and you can adjust the size of these, but make sure that they actually penetrate all the way through the model. You can select them and using the G key or the Shift D to duplicate. You can delete them as well by left clicking and delete vertices. Control A will scale them, and then you just click on cut vents. Now I'm going to go one step back again because you need to make sure that they are large enough. Good, so we're going to talk about the ditching. Now we have a choice of step die and cone die. So the other thing we can do now is wherever you see a fuse button, you can use that button to fuse it. Doesn't matter which vertex you are on, it will fuse. So this, we have the cone die, which is the same as what we used to have, and we have a new feature, the stepped die. So in transparent mode, this is what it sort of looks like. And then I'm going to go one step back and do the cone die. Alright, let's go and then make a die and ditch it. So the ditching is the same, but the actual ditch surface is smoother and it is a little bit more curved. So I'm going to just join that and click on the tool. Notice how curved it is. So it's actually way smoother. Now you don't have to search for the edge loop anymore. You can click on the button and it'll select it for you. So this is a very helpful feature to have as well. The other buttons are exactly the same, but it uses a different scripting, but the technique is exactly the same. Now there is another mask below that where we can quickly extract a tooth. So all you need to do is paint the mask and then extract that tooth. So we remove that and we fill up the hole. Of course this will then have to be smoothed, and that tooth you can then use for denture or whatever it is. So it looks a little bit rough, but it will work when you smooth the model. Now the articulation, the only difference is that the Verti articulator has been redesigned by Ivan, and he's done an absolutely amazing job here. The geometry is a little bit different. And everything else stays the same.